I'm a bow tie guy. And even though after the pandemic, I haven't worn a tie in a while, but my name is Candido Rodriguez. I'm a financial advisor with Northwestern Mutual. And what we, and this is, so what we do is specialized working with business owners and families, trying to understand and help them figure out ways to achieve and to arrive to those dreams and goals they have. It tends to happen that we want to do everything. We want to go on vacation, but we want to also stay in the business. We want to go to want to help our kids pay fully for education. We want to save for retirement. So those competing objectives and take away from the limited resources. Our most valuable resource is time, and most of us exchange our time for money. If we're employed, but some others have took the courage to open their business. And what tends to happen is that we put too much effort in one, and we don't understand the importance of keeping a balance with the personal and on the personal planning. So business owners tend to put the mask on their employees because they want to keep the retention. They want to make sure that they stick around their businesses. So most of the time they make family suffers either for a lack of time or resources because everything is directed to the business. And usually we don't tend to put the mask on ourselves first. So one of the things that we want to do, because we've all done some level of planning. So we have credit card, savings account, checking account, mortgage, trusts, wills. What we want to do is take that box, empty it out, and check what's working, what doesn't work, and as a dashboard, replace, optimize, and improve whatever is there for things that will match the goals that we have. Looking more in a centered approach with a plan that's integrated, holistic, distinctive, and give you the confidence that all the decisions that you're making are financially sound, and they are aligned with those dreams and goals that we have. So tomorrow is important, but life is happening now. I can tell you we can save a ton of money if we go to the hardware store or the Home Depot, buy a shed, and move with the whole family in the backyard, rent the house. You're gonna save a ton of money with that. You won't have a cable bill, you won't have a light bill, but that's not the point. The idea is to enjoy life today while still planning for the future, making sure that every piece within your financial life fits together today, and that and if you make a decision for a purchase today, it will be the right one in 10, 20, or 15 years, or you know when to turn it on and off. So with that, we create a vision board for our clients where they can see their dreams and goals, and we set up these goalposts and steps that show them the advance that they making. So every year we get together and see, okay, what have changed, what we got. And in life happens, so nothing is set in stone. So the way the plans are built are very flexible, and they help you with the same resources that you have. If anything happens, we can adapt and change course. So this is this is part of our process. So we first identify the goals, we develop a personalized plan, we go through the implementation, which is where we bring the plan to life. So it's when we take action. And then, as I said, every year we review, we go over, we make sure that we are on track. On the business side, sometimes how we work is we don't come to replace any relationship. We're not in the business of replacing what you already have. It's mostly improving. And I don't know how many of you have your accountants talk to their attorneys or to their bankers, or if they know each other. So they making decisions for you without knowing what's in there, what you already done. and what other people on your team is doing for you. So if your banker doesn't know that you have, he might think, well, he have an excellent credit, but in 2 years we're planning to to improve or get a loan. The advice might not align. So I'm a big believer that there's not bad financial decisions. It's just that the decisions we make, they don't align with our goals. And having a team together and having them speak and understand what we plan and what we want to do helps making those decisions, and the advice that we get from our team better and sound. So the process is simple. So we first talk, see what's important to you. We present some recommendations, the implementations, and as I said, the review and update of the goals every 6 months or every year. What we try to do in the end is this: it's define financial well-being, have control of our month-to-month expenses, have the capacity to absorb any financial shock, the ability to meet the financial goals, and the freedom to enjoy life. The way it's done is by managing the finances, mitigating financial setbacks, meeting our goals, and making good and sound financial decisions. So, and this is the plan that we take. It's a 5-step plan that help us set up those steps, goalposts that we can track and see how we're doing and what we have to adjust. For instance, one of the things that we also prepare is a balance sheet and a cash flow statement because we do that. Sometimes we do that for the business, but we don't do that for us. And knowing how much money is coming and how much is going out, it helps us reduce those leaks. And it tends to happen that sometimes we have control of what comes in, but it tends to match 100% of what goes out. So if you are a solopreneur and you get paid by commission, and your salary and your commission fluctuates, if you don't have any money at the end of the year and have to pay taxes on that money, it creates a big situation. But it's just that we don't understand our cash flows and where the money is going. So by doing these graphs and steps, we can identify where we can improve the expenditures, especially for business owners that have a Schedule C, take advantage of deductions and tax credits.
About 2 minutes left.
Okay, great. So this is an example of saving just $20 for 20, 50, 100, 150 bucks every week for 52 weeks. It's not a lot, but it adds up. And this is happening in 10 years. If we only saving 50 bucks in 10 years. So the idea is for us to understand it's not to have big steps, it's to have those small steps that can help us be better. And the one thing that this is the more important part of it, if what I want to leave you with is like, talk to your kids about finances. They have to understand and they have to know how to manage money, because there is a huge retirement gap right now, which is 10 times bigger than the national debt. So only 2% of people retiring, they can assure to have $40,000 a year until death. So talk to your kids. There's a lot, you can reach out to me. There's a lot of interactive games and activities that I can share with you to help you have the conversation with them. And also for yourself, you can learn about money, making it fun. As I always said, living today, we're planning for the future. If there's any questions.